Hey Jordan, what was going on in the first half on offense? It looked like the offense was out of rhythm. And what would you attribute that to?
No, we all, it was the first game. We got to get the little jitters out. I felt like we had to come together as a team. We talked about it during halftime. We knew what we had to play. We had to play like Aztecs. That's what we knew we had to do. And we came out there in the second half. We all played together, and we just had fun out there during the second half. So we struggled during the first, but having communicating and talking to each other, just getting the game right again.
And then you got the ball in the first play of the second half. I believe it was either a screen or a quick pass to the right, and there was a defender right there. Could have been a play for a loss, but you ended up breaking the tackle and getting about 20 yards. Can you talk about that play and how big that was to kind of get the rhythm going?
It was big. My running back coach, Coach Horton, told me, on the sideline that was a big play that started it, and that drive we scored. So felt like that play got us a little like heart, and it just made our linemen block even more. They got Greg into the end zone, and a deep pass to Kobe Smith. That's what really started it too, and from him getting into end zone really started off the defense to play even harder.
Great, thanks, Jordan.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, Andre, and we'll go to John Schaefer.
Jordan, congratulations on the win on Saturday. Take us through your touchdown run.
Watching the film, it was really cool to see like everything work together. Coming from Kagan Williams as a running back, bringing four defenders to him, that's what really set it up for me. And then watching both of my linemen, especially the center, moving up to the safety free safety. So that was really cool to see that on film, especially everybody getting excited, the fans. It was hard for us to have fans last year, so it was really cool to see the fans and my teammates going crazy on the sideline.
Did it feel like the game changed once you scored on that first drive of the second half?
I feel like it changed when Greg Bell got into the end zone. It brought us some heart. The game wasn't over. It was only 10-0, so we knew what we had to do. We had to play like Aztecs.
How much do you look forward to opportunities against Pac-12 opponents?
It's gonna be really cool. We love playing football, so it's just a game to us. We everybody on the team loves playing football, coaches and players. So it's gonna be really fun to go out there and have fun.
Great, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, John, and next we'll go to Jason.
I think you're muted.
You're muted, Jason.
Am I good now? I don't know.
Yep.
Okay. I'm sorry. I wanted to ask about San Diego State's punt returning game on Saturday against Mexico State. There was a lot of struggles there. New Mexico State was kind of flying down the field really fast, and you were only able to return 2 punts for 9 yards. Talk about what New Mexico State was doing on special teams and what San Diego State is doing to correct those mistakes and get some more punt returns.
I know we had a mistake with me dropping the ball. We just didn't have good communication out there. I talked to my teammates after that play, and we all got in the huddle and talked about what we had to do. And after the game as well, we talked about what we have to do this week. And a lot of things we got to fix is more communication. Me saying Peter a lot louder, because I know it's going to be a lot of fans at this game. So we talked about that, and felt like they were kicking the ball a little bit shorter. We were rushing a lot, and it was getting the punter a lot of a shorter kick. So it was a lot more Peter calls and a lot more like a high ball. So we didn't get really of an opportunity to get the ball that well.
Great. Thank you. Any more questions for Jordan? I'm looking around. We got one more. Darnay.
Hey, Jordan, just in terms of the offensive balance, that seems to be an emphasis for you guys this year. You were able to rely pretty heavily on the run game. How much do you guys want to establish that balance, be able to rely on the passing game? How much can that potentially make things easier on the running backs as well?
I feel like the running game is going to get us a lot more open for the wide receivers as well, too. We got a lot of good running backs. We also got a lot of good wide receivers as well. Coming from Kobe Smith to B.J. Busby to Jesse Matthews and Elijah Cody and Terrell Shavers. He's a newcomer on the team, but I know we got a lot of wide receivers that can do a lot of things with the ball.
And having never had this experience personally before, what's it like when you get the ball on your 43-yard touchdown and the play develops the way it does? Because initially the play didn't look like much, but you make a move and then you kind of turn on the burners and all of a sudden it's a wrap. What is it like for you in a play like that, and kind of assessing what's in front of you and then realizing, oh, wait, I got a chance to kind of take us to the house?
It felt good, especially I saw in the corner of my eye Zach Thomas making the block towards myself, so that's what really opened it up. And having Shavers on the outside, pushing him almost out of bounds, really opened it up for me. And then having Alama going up to the safety really just opened it for me and gave me a free open lane.
And I know you spoke about kind of the Pac-12 element. You guys have had such a good track record, even though you didn't get Colorado last year. How much pride is there in that, the fact that you do often play against these Pac-12 programs, and through your recent history, more often than not, it's been San Diego State's favor?
Oh, yeah. I know we just all love playing football. From what I said the last time, coaches love playing football or watching football, coaching us, and then the players love playing football. So it's really excited to play Pac-12 teams as well.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Darnay. Next up, Andrew.
Hey, Jordan, have you been able to see any film on Arizona, and what have you noticed about their defense?
They got a big front, That's where it really starts in the game, starting in the front. So if our lineman gets a good push, I know we will have a really good game.
Hey, Cameron, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. So what do you think got the defense going after they had some success early on? You guys really completely changed the game in the second half.
I think we just stuck to our fundamentals. We wanted more turnovers. I think we got about 3 turnovers, and we're kind of greedy. We wanted more than that. But I think, we just had some good energy, especially after the halftime. I think we just came out rolling and played the way that Aztec defense should be played, which is just hard and physical.
You mentioned halftime. Was it kind of the coaches getting on the players, or was it the players getting on themselves that kind of motivated you to have the second half that you guys were capable of having?
It was definitely a little bit of both, but I think the players definitely, they took lead at halftime. We got on each other. I know we knew what we expected out of each other, and I think we just kind of just pulled that out in the second half.
How much do you look forward to what's to come here, not just Arizona, but also Utah, these next 2 weeks against Pac-12 opponents? Do you see these as opportunities, or how do you look at it?
Absolutely. I think it's very cool to play, out-of-conference teams, especially guys in the Pac-12. It's just a great opportunity this weekend. It's going to be a big environment, a very exciting environment, and I look forward to both of them.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, John. And we'll go to Andre.
Hey, Cameron, your defense got a lot of contributions from non-starters on Saturday, especially Jaleel Lucky, who had the quarterback hit on 2 of the 3 interceptions. Can you kind of talk about his performance and some of the other lesser-known guys?
Yeah, sorry, you cut out a lot there. If you could repeat that.
Sure. You got a lot of contributions from non-starters like Jaleel Lucky, who had quarterback hits on 2 of the 3 interceptions. Can you talk about their performance?
Yeah, I think Julio did a great job. That was I expected out of him. I was excited to finally see him, expose his talents to everybody. But it was no surprise seeing that come out of him. And we have really, really good depth, and I expect more stuff like that throughout the season.
Thank you, Cameron.
Thank you, Andre. Next up, we'll go to Darnay.
Hey, Cameron, you guys were able to develop a lot of pressure against New Mexico State. BYU did the same against Arizona. How important is continuing that trend this weekend?
I think it's very important, especially with the experience we have up front. I think getting to the quarterback is a very big deal, and it's expected out of us. And with our secondary being young, I think it is really important for us to get as much pressure on the quarterback as possible.
You talk about those Pac-12 games, in your experience, whether it's on the road or doing it at home. I mean, you've got wins in your career. Do they feel any different, or is a win kind of a win?
For me, a win is a win. It's really hard to win at the college level, and a win is a win.
Thanks, Cam.
Thank you, Darnay. Next up, we'll go to Andrew.
Hey, Cam, have you gotten to see any film on Arizona, and what have you noticed about their offensive line or offense in general that'll maybe give you guys some trouble, things that you're really focusing in on this week?
Yeah, they have a very dynamic offense. They can kind of do it all. They can run the ball. They can pass the ball well. So we got to start with stopping the run and then getting pressure on the quarterback. I think there's gonna be they have some really good players and we have some really good players. So I think it's gonna be a really good matchup.